We gonna be making some apple pie. Hi, welcome to Angel's Anything Show, and today we're gonna be taking the spoils from a recent apple picking adventure and making apple pie. You might be thinking, Angela, you're horrible at baking. What are you thinking? And to those people I say, you're right, I am horrible, but apple pies really are not that hard to make, especially if you already have a pre-made crust. Yay! It's vegan and it's a pie crust, and it's also like really crumbling a lot, so that's probably why it was marked down, but anyway, whatever, we're gonna use it. So this recipe is kind of just adapted from a bunch of apple pie recipes I saw online. Penny, did you go to the bathroom? Oh, it's okay. Come on. Good girl, good girl. I'm using my Ninja slow cooker, which has a stovetop setting, so it's like a deep, it's almost just like a really deep skillet. Coffee, green juice. Cue the diarrhea. Am I right, folks? First things first, we're going to peel, core, and chop like, what does it say? 4.5 to 5 cups of apple. And most recipes I read said like 8 to 10 apples, so I guess I'll just do, I don't know, I guess I'll just do a bunch. Okay, and that about does it. These apples have been cored, peeled, sliced, diced, sampled. When we first went apple picking for these, I ate an apple and then my throat started to hurt. And now I'm eating these and my throat's starting to hurt. So I'm wondering, am I allergic to apples now? I used this apple core thing. My core kept getting stuck and it was annoying. So then I just sliced it with my knife, which I found to be way easier. And now I'm thinking maybe this is a stupid thing to have. I think it's the good one that's giving me the ticklies. Now I have these apples and this guy, or girl, or Zim, or Zord, whatever. They're gonna be in here for a little while, I guess. I didn't really, like I said, read any recipe. This isn't working. Once you cut the apples, then you have to add like some citrusness. So they say like use a lemon, but I'm just gonna use some lime. You basically just wanna coat these guys, and I think it kind of helps like break them down and like bring out the flavor or something. Like I feel like these need to have some water in them. Whatever, okay, I'm gonna add the seasonings. I'm adding a 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt. Now remember, this is all approximate. I'm not even using a real recipe. Ooh. A 1/4 teaspoon of pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice. A 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Oh, and sea salt, cinnamon, pumpkin spice. Okay, 1/3 cups of sugar. So I'm going to do, that's like it's like My Fair Lady meets Bill Cosby. I'm gonna use some coconut sugar and some cane sugar. We're gonna do a mixture. Coconut sugar is really good. I guess it's lowest sugar on the glycemic index, whatever the fuck that means. It's all stuck together, not like I get my fingers wet and dip it in there sometimes when I'm high as a snack or anything. That'd be really gross and weird. I always do less sugar than the recipe calls for in baking because I feel guilty. And then the recipe always turns out like shit. So, I don't know, you tell me. So, that is in there, marinating all around. I'm confused because I know I need to add cornstarch, which is what makes it all like gelatinous, but if I add cornstarch now, it's just gonna be like a weird powder clump because there's no liquid in here, so I don't really know. I might have to consult a recipe after all, but I'm going to, should I put coconut oil in here too? Come on. Booyah. No part of the animal wasted. in this house. So I'm gonna turn the temp on this to medium. So if you're doing a stovetop, turn it to medium. Medium, not like a hot medium, just like medium. I'm gonna cover this and I don't know, let's let it sit for like 15 minutes or something. That did absolutely nothing. I just pressed the button, nothing happened. While this is cooking, let me tell you about another thing I did with this bounty of apples. I made apple chips. Now, if you want very specific details on how to use a dehydrator, check out a video I made that has like over 1,000 views, so it's basically gone viral. Took a bunch of these apples, left the skin on, sliced them, you know, pretty thin, maybe like 1/4 of an inch. Layered them out onto a bunch of trays, stacked them up, and left them overnight, and that was basically it. And now, I have 2 delicious things of apple chips. And they make great dog treats. Panda, sit. Sit. Panda, sit. Here you go. This is actually the perfect thing to do with like excess apples. Ow. It's been about 15 minutes. I think I'm gonna turn the stovetop off. I don't wanna turn this into applesauce, you know what I'm saying? Now that I have some water in here, I'm gonna take some cornstarch. GMO'd as fuck. I kept reading 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, so that's what I'm having. I mean, this doesn't look appealing necessarily, but like, does pie ever look appealing? So we have this extremely flimsy pie crust. I'm assuming you leave it in the tin. Of course, right? Here's the thing. It's not time to eat pie yet, and there's shit I wanna go do after this, so normally I would have preheated the oven to 400 degrees and been prepared to cook this pie for like 45 minutes, but I don't wanna do that right now. I wanna eat this pie later, so I think that I'm going to just put this in here and then set it aside, and then I'm gonna show you when I actually decide to cook it tonight, and I'll show you like the first bite taste test. And we're back. It's 9:42 and we're ready to eat some motherfucking pie. 2 realizations I had once I stopped filming earlier. 1, you're supposed to cook the apple stuff once you put it in the oven. You're not supposed to cook it first and then put it in the pie. Although I've done it this way before and I actually don't think it matters. I think it's fine. I think it's totally fine. Ooh. Second realization, you really need a pie crust top. You know, this was a 2-pack. We took the second one, thawed it, and we're gonna use this for the pie top now. We had to make it even around, so we had to eat the crust off of it.
What happened to that 1 chunk that's missing?
I'm not sure. It's very like Art Deco, kind of modern meets shabby chic, handcrafted small batch, you know what I'm saying? Now, be good, be safe, look both ways. Okay, so 30 minutes later, and we're back. I think it looks good. Oops. I'm gonna cut in, and we're gonna test this out.
You gotta go. What are you doing?
What do you mean?
Oh my god.
All right. I mean, how bad can it taste, you know? I don't even really want it. Can you back up a little? Wanna try it? Here, I'll give you a bite, and you can get a reaction. Do you like it?
You did good.
Well, I think that about does it for this episode of Angela's Anything Show, where I cook with all the fucking apples I have, and you know what? I still have more. So, what's next? Maybe apple sauce, apple juice? I don't know. Wait and see. Subscribe, hit the notification button.
What is the notification button?
Hit if you want to see me.
Smash that subscribe, smash the thumbs up.
Smash it! Like, don't you think people are gonna do it if they want to do it? Like, you telling me is gonna make me not do it.
I do it when people tell me because I always forget. Take me another bite.
No one can see you still. All right.
No apple in it.
All right, bye guys, thanks. Are you recording? Okay, so are you recording? Okay, we're back. Are you recording? Okay.